Good afternoon, Stampin' Friends. It's Sunday, and it's time for Sunday Stamp with Susan. Got a real treat for you today, a new technique, and maybe a looked over stamp set that you haven't noticed before. You see my May host code there. It's HR2EGEYK. If you place an order this month, I will refund of $25 or more. No, $50 or more, I'm sorry. Because it's my birthday month, an order of $50 or more using this host code, I will refund your shipping charge. So we've just got about 2 weeks to take advantage of this. And Debbie, thanks for watching. Okay, first I want to show you a little technique that for putting the on the cling stamps. Let's see. Let's do Happy Father's Day. I started to do them, and then I thought this would be a neat thing. Okay, so we're going to take that backing. This is the sticky part. We're taking the backing off. Now I'm going to push out the rubber cling stamp, and on the back I'm going to tear off this protective piece. Now you get one chance to do this really, because once it's stuck, it's stuck. Guess all my papers came with me. I didn't want that. Okay. Okay, so as well as you can, place that down on the sticky, and then when you turn it over, you're going to take the other half and peel it off. Well, that didn't work exactly perfectly, did it? Okay. Let's show you another one. Let's try the Happy Birthday and see if we have any more luck with that. There are a lot of great sentiments. I guess that's Happy Birthday. It's hard to figure it out when they're upside down. So once again, I think we'll do this without anything under here. Going to find the Happy Birthday. Peel off half of the protective piece. Now there are and that is not the one that I want to do. So we're going to put that back on there and look on the other side for Happy Birthday. Oh, and I pulled Happy Anniversary. Okay, well, we'll do Happy Anniversary. Peel off the sticky side. Get it lined up correctly. And when you've done that, press down, peel up, and then take off the other side. Okay? And then I always put them in the order they are on the front, just so I can find them easier. So that is how I do it. There are other people that do it differently, but that works best for me. This is a great stamp celebrating you. I love the sayings on here. Pull it up. Happy anniversary, just for you, lots of love. The best is yet to come. Happy Easter, so proud of you. Thank you, congrats. Wishing you a happily ever after. That would be great on a wedding card. You're on my mind and in my heart. Happy Mother's Day. Grateful to celebrate you every day. Welcome, little one. happy birthday, happy Father's Day, and you are every bit of wonderful. So many different ways to celebrate your friends and family. So, thank you, Debbie. That technique works for me. I know that there are others out there, but that's the one I like. Okay. Now, let's set this aside. And I'm going to bring in this mini catalog. I think with the excitement of the new, what is the new one? The new one is May to April. This is June to January, or no, January to June. And there are some great finds in here. And I'm going to find one right now. I may have to look in the index. Yeah, I'm going to look in the index. That'll be easier. Okay, here it is. This is our Cactus Cuties. It's got the stamp set, and it also has a coordinating punch. That's all right. That's all right, guys. Here is the accompanying punch. You can get it as a bundle for 10% off, so $31.50 for the bundle and the stamp set. If you purchase them separately, one is $18 and the other is $17, but you can take a percentage off. So that's what we're going to be using today, and I'm going to be showing you a very interesting, fun, easy technique on this card. This is the first one I made, and then I'm going to be making one reversing the colors so that you can see how that comes out. We've used the punch. I'm not going to use that for the second card. I've already got the leaves ready, or the cacti ready to go, but I'm going to be doing the flowers and the blossoms and the pots. I couldn't think of what they were. We are starting with a 5x10 piece of cardstock. It's a little smaller than the regular size. This is a case from an Australian demonstrator named Alyssa Trisdell. I believe I have the name correct. Alyssa Trisdell. So this is 4x10, scored at 5. And then these are 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. This is 4 1/2 by 1/2. And then we've got the first thing we're going to do is use the largest of the circles from our layering circles. This is the very largest one. And we're going to kind of offset this. We're not going to punch it or die cut it exactly the way it would have been, but leave it off the, and you can see, I'm going to have it off the edge of the paper, off the edge of the paper. It will fit, the largest circle will fit in the mini. going to make the camera shake a little because okay. So now we've got a little odd-shaped circle, but that's exactly what I was looking for. Let me set this aside. The mini Stampin' Emboss has a very small footprint, folds up neatly. Let me put it away so it's out of the way. Okay, so let me show you if I can find my white piece that I was going to use. Here we go. Now we've got, I know that I'm on camera. I have the paper right there. So I'm going to sit while I do this because it's a lot easier for me. So we're going to use Mango Melody. Whoops, oh, I didn't mean to knock you, sorry. Mango Melody, and I'm going to stamp that right here in, whoa, that's why you need, that's why you need the Stampin' Pierce mat. And that's okay because we're going to be doing something to that. And then I'm going to stamp the other one. Right there. Okay, so we've got both of those stamped in Mango Melody. Now I'm going to open up the Poppy Parade. And that's what gives us this effect here that it's a little bit ombre, but it also gives it some dimension, like it's round. So let me show you how we're going to do that. I'm going to use one of my blending brushes and pick up some ink, and then because I want it on this side, I'm going to come at it from that side. But I want to wipe some of that off first. I don't want it to be full strength. And you can see that it adds a dimension to the side. We don't want to do too much, but we want to make sure that we can see it. Now let's try the other one. And you kind of bring it in from the side when you're using a blending brush so that you don't get too much of your original ink, because you see when I do that, I've got quite a bit of ink there. But if I blend it in from the side, it smooths out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put the blending brush away. I think you get a set of 3 of these for $12. Oh, I still need that. Can't put it away yet. But I'm just going to fussy cut these out because it's just takes a second to do that, maybe 5. And see how that looks. Isn't that neat? A very neat effect. And there's the other one. Now we have some flowers to make. This cactus, when they bloom, do have flowers. So I'm going to stamp 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do the same thing with the blending brush. But this time, I'm only going to go on the bottom a little bit. Like up about the bottom quarter. Okay, so we're going to put this one away. Oh, I keep getting that ink from the lids on my thumbs. Okay, so now we're going to clip these out real quick. And then I have one more thing to do to prepare. Get a little different shape of these when you use the punch. But you can see how that gives it a different look than if you just did a single color on this. And you can use the blending brushes. I've never washed any of mine, but I've got them designated for a main color, so I used the red one today. How is your day going, Debbie? I don't see anybody else joining us, so I have you all to myself. Okay. I think no, we've got one more thing to do here. Okay, we're going to do a little embossing. I've got the hello stamp from this set. We've got hope your day is on point, got just a note, and we've got hello. And we're going to put hello on the front of this card. And I'm going to stamp. I need my Stampin' Pierce mat back. And we're just going to, well, I didn't want to drop it in that. I want to clean that off. So, using Granny Apple Green and Versamark. This is a sticky thing. And these can be random any way you want them because we're going to be cutting them apart. Give me a second. I'm going to clean off my stamps before I forget, or I'll be laying something in them. Okay, now I can put the Stampin' Pierce away. And I'm going to pull in my embossing powder, because we're going to emboss this. Don't know how many of you have done embossing, but it's a great way to get something more interesting on your card. I'm going to make sure we get. Okay, that looks good. I always keep a spoon. I keep them in a little plastic food container that I bought real cheap at HEB. And now we're going to see the magic happen. Turn on my heat embossing machine. And you can see them start to turn shiny white as the embossing powder melts. Okay, that looks good. Now, just an example, or a shout out for Stampin' Up! Products. That was that embossing tool was a birthday gift from my sister for my 50th birthday, and I've just turned 74. So I've had that embossing tool for 24 years, and I think that's quite something. I don't know if I can say that about a lot of the tools I have. In fact, I don't think I can, but that's been around for 24 years, and it was from Stampin' Up! And I have loved it and used it a lot. Okay, let me just clean this off a little bit here. I think I've got all the elements I need. Whoa, did I lose a hello? I did lose a hello. It went right in the garbage. Don't want that. Okay, so we've got our card folded. Now we're going to use our silicone sheet. And this is great for putting things down and running tape along it, because, or glue, because it'll peel off of here and not stick. And I'm going to put this a little more than 1/8 of an inch in from the edge. Now it's not going to go top to bottom. This is 1/2 by 4.5. And our up and down paper, or our DSP, that's going to go over the top of it is 3 3/4 by, what is it by? By 4 3/4. So this is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And I'm going to make sure it's the same distance from this edge, and then pop it on there. Okay. Now we want to put on our little circle here, and this is going to be flat. Okay, and this we want to make sure it's centered on the page, and put it about 1 inch from the top of the DSP. Okay, there we go. That makes an interesting scenario, I think, different than if I had a full circle. So now I'm going to attach to this broad base. I'm going to attach, I put it on the wrong side. Well, okay, then I'm going to attach this one. Kind of to the top of that. And then we're going to pop it up on dimensionals. If I can find the ones I was using. Here we go. And because I don't want any saggy middles, I'm going to put one right there. Okay. I'm going to peel that off and place it. I'm going to place it right about there. And then for the other one, I'm going to attach that. We're attaching them to the back of the pots. And then on this one, put one kind of in the middle. And then I'm going to use some smaller ones up on the top. See how this placement's going to go, because I want it to overlap some. And I'm going to try to get this one off, because I don't want him, he's going to be laying on top of the other one. And I was successful in that. And a little bit of seal. And we're going to place this one right about here. Now we've got flowers to attach. One right there. And then I'm going to put the other one, I'm going to tuck it in right there. Okay, now for our hellos. If you heard that growling in the background, the cat, one of the cats and the poodle, the cockapoo, hate each other. So any chance the dog gets to attack the poor cat, she does. The other cat and she get along fine. So I'm just gonna, I cut up some of the edges. I don't know if I was doing that off screen. Not, I'm sorry. I cut some of the side pieces in a thin line, because this is a thin piece to attach. And then I do want just a touch of seal on the edge. Okay, and then these, because they were randomly cut, they might not all be the same. I think we'll attach one right there. And we'll attach one right there. And we'll attach one right there. Okay, and there's our other card. So we've got contrasting colors, different shapes of the cactus, but the same layout. And I did forget the last thing. We need some bling. I'm using the Iridescent Rhinestone jewels. I think these are particularly good on this card because they pick up the colors. Shiny, shiny. I love them. Good rule of thumb, just as a reminder, is odd numbers and in a triangle sort of fashion to draw your eye across the card. So, here are our cards. Thank you for joining me. And if you're watching the replay, don't forget to like and share my Facebook Live. Help me to find more people interested in stamping. And these will be posted to YouTube. So thank you for watching. I guess Debbie's the only one here right now. So Debbie, you win the card. And we will get it in the mail to you. You have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Don't forget, for those who are watching later, any order of $50 or more using my host code, I will refund the shipping for the month of May. Thank you for watching and have a good day. So long, Stampin' Friends.